Hello, Grandmaster Herbert Ware with Mount Tabor Grand Lodge YouTube channel. I want to thank you for tuning in again to our YouTube channel. I do want to ask that you subscribe and press the bell so you'd be notified whenever we have new videos coming out. Mount Tabor Grand Lodge. Mount Tabor was named after the mountain of transformation. Our point and our motive is to take all that we can to the mountaintop. In other words, we want to help everyone that we come in contact with elevate themselves. So I do hope that you listened or viewed the previous video on I Am. I Am is a very, very important video. It's two very important words. I am. It's been said that whatever you say after am, I am blank, then that is what you are. That is what you're going to become. That expresses your reality. But you know, we've been using that word for so much, wrong for so long, that it almost comes out naturally. You know, that I feel bad, I'm going to have a bad day, I'm broke, I'm not smart enough, I am. So we have to try and dive deeper into that topic of I am so that we start benefiting from it instead of having it hold us back. Because again, we use that word oftentimes in a negative sense. Now, when we were created, we were given a spirit, and that spirit is supposed to connect with God's spirit. So there's not too much that we can't do. In fact, if you check the Holy Bible out, it says Christ is in us. And so what can't he do? And then he also said that we would do far more and better, bigger than he did. He said that upon leaving earth. So, you know, we've been taught from little children to ask, to pray. Well, the revelation in my mind that came to me was, if I'm always asking, always praying for something, that means I do not have it. There's a gap between what I want and where I am. And I'm trying to ask God or whomever, somebody for a favor to close that gap. I submit this to you. Everything that we want, everything that we need, pretty much everything that we can think of, we can have because it's on the inside. Let me put it another way. As I am within, so I am without. So if I have goodness in me, then I'm going to display goodness outside of me. If I am a virtuous person, then inside I'm going to be virtuous in all of my actions. I'm not going to try and tear down my brother. I'm not going to try and belittle anybody. I'm not going to try and lord over anybody. I'm going to treat them the way I would want to be treated. And generally, we do that because of what's inside of us. Now, there are those that are scared, fearful, and so they take that fear and turn it into a bad thing. So they treat people differently. But the bottom line is, the only space between what we want and where we want to be is space that we've created because we haven't gotten it straight here. You see, your I am doesn't need to be developed. It already exists. I am is first person present tense. It's part of our nature. We just have allowed it to go to sleep. So I'm going to ask you, go back and listen to that video, October 16th. It might be dubbed over or whatever. I'm trying to figure out how to eliminate that. However, the meat is there. Don't worry about the bone. Eat the meat, throw away the bone. Okay? But get the gist of I am from October 16th. And then later this week or next week, we're going to come out with another one concerning I am. It's important because these I am videos are going to prepare us for 2026. So with that in mind, thank you again for joining in. Looking forward to talking to you. Please email me. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're going through. And I love success stories. Thank you very much.